The Chicago Bulls get a huge win over the Boston Celtics, 121-107. Let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA. And yes, I know I have been slacking heavily on the Bulls content. I hear you guys. You guys have been reaching out to me and saying, Faiz, where the heck is the Bulls content? And I got to be honest with you guys, I just don't have a good reason for why I haven't been posting as much about the Bulls, but that stops right here, right now. All right. I actually was going to post a Bulls video before today, but I thought, you know what? Let me wait to see how they do in their next game. And then maybe I'll go ahead and unleash on the Bulls if they end up, blowing that one because it was against Boston. And lo and behold, they go ahead and they get a big dub against the Celtics, the number one seeded Celtics currently in the East, the defending Eastern Conference champion Boston Celtics. So this was a huge victory, all right? I'm still going to explain the problems with this Bulls team as I was going to unleash on them for their performance or lack thereof this season, as they were 6-10 heading into this game. Thus far in the season, a bottom team in the East, now 7-10, just not acceptable. But let's talk about this victory first, and then we'll get to the rest of that stuff, okay? So today was beautiful to watch for a couple of reasons. Number one, everybody contributed, folks. This was the epitome of team basketball here. You got your stars, and DeMar putting up 28 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Zach chipping in with 22, 5, and 5. Vooch gives you a double-double, 12 and 13. Oh, and 6 assists on a platter for you as well. And then you got your role players like P. Will giving you 17 points and 4 rebounds. That's huge. He has had a very, very down season for Patrick Williams. Io gives you 10. Caruso gives you 10. Kobe gives you 9. Javonte Green gives you 8. Drummond off the bench with 12 rebounds and chipping in 5 points. Like, this was beautiful to see everybody eat. Everybody eat. That's number one. Number two, shooting. I mean, the Bulls shot 52% from the field, but more impressively, they shot 48% from three. I mean, when this team is on, they are on. They are lights out because you got guys like Zach, you got guys like DeMar, you got guys that can literally light it up. And so that was also beautiful to see because we're just so used to the Bulls not shooting well. Another thing I saw, all right, the third reason, rebounding. How many times have we talked about rebounding being an issue for this team besides, Vooch really being the only rebounder out there? 51 rebounds to 38. Impressive for the Bulls as they out-rebound the Boston Celtics, snap a 4-game losing streak. Oh, by the way, those 4 games, disgusting losses here. 2 to the Pelicans and 1 to the Orlando Magic. Those should have never happened, period. Point blank, I don't care. So beautiful to see the Bulls bounce back here, okay? Now, I say all that, and then boom, next game you got the Milwaukee Bucks, and we could all come crashing back down to earth. But for right now, you like to see the Bulls get this dub, all right? But overall, this season has been a major disappointment for this Bulls team, all right? Let's just be honest about it. What has been the problem for the Chicago Bulls team? Well, today they showed you when the shots fall in and they're able to rebound the basketball. They are obviously a dangerous team. But when that doesn't happen, this team is pathetic. Because of the lack of interior defense, the lack of just size on this Bulls team. They just don't have anybody besides Vooch, and Vooch is not a great defender that gives you anything on the interior. And we talked about this in the offseason. All the Bulls did to address that was Andre Drummond. And Drummond has been okay, hasn't been anything great. Okay, he's been okay, about what you expected. So the interior defense has been a problem, right? The fact of the matter is your number 4 overall pick that you heavily invested in has not developed into anything special. In fact, Patrick Williams, I know he had a good game today, but thus far in the season has looked like a bust. I'm sorry, he just has. He's in the same draft class as guys like Tyrese Maxey and Tyrese Halliburton. Like, there is no reason Patrick Williams should be playing the way he's been playing thus far in his career. Like, we needed to see some leaps, and it just has not happened. Now, some people might say opportunity. Some people might say the fit. Whatever the case is, we need to see more from Patrick Williams than what he's given us this season. It's been bad. So you never got that development. So you knew that if Patrick Williams never developed, you were never going to take that next step. All right. The third thing, we know defense is a problem here, but Billy Donovan has really not done a great job with, kind of being able to scheme his team to their strengths. It just has not been working out that way. And, you've got instances that have happened now. Billy benched Zach last game. Now Zach responded, and that's great. But the fact of the matter is I feel like Billy Donovan could be doing a better job here. And he just hasn't. He's been okay. He's been nothing great. So it's a culmination of things here, people. But overall, as the roster is currently constructed without Lonzo Ball, and even if you include him, I mean, this Bulls team, it has holes. It's got holes, all right? And those holes are going to get exposed eventually, but it doesn't excuse the fact that the Bulls should not be 6-10 or 7-10 now. They should absolutely be a playoff team. Absolutely. That's the bare minimum. And 6-10, 7-10 is not cutting it. Absolutely not. So that's been really the main issue. And now moving forward, if we really have DeMar, Vooch, Zach stepping up every game, and they haven't, all three of them have not. There's been times Zach's been going, sometimes DeMar's been going, Vooch, etc. But we need all three of them to do what they do. And then Patrick Williams got to make that leap. Got to make that leap, okay? And so and then Billy obviously improving the coaching and the adjustments. That's also going to help. But overall, folks, the roster does have holes in it. But that's really, where we're at here. But I do think this Bulls team still has potential here. We just got to realize it because, look, if Patrick Williams, if Zach LaVine don't take even more of a leap, like Zach's an all-star, right? He needs to turn into a superstar for the Bulls to do anything. Patrick Williams needs to go from a role player to a star. These leaps need to happen for the Bulls to take the next step. I just don't know if they'll happen. Either way, I will be bringing more analysis on the Bulls. Don't you worry about that. I'm going to be covering this team like a blanket here on out. The focus had been on the Bears, but now with Justin Fields' injury and maybe he's going to get shut down, I am turning my focus over to the Bulls. We get a quality dub here against the Boston Celtics. You love to see that. Let's keep it going, Chicago Bulls. Let me know what you guys think. Overall thoughts on the season for the Bulls thus far. Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks for watching.